Hi everyone, so the next shot I wanted to show you how to play was again here at the 13th hole. We've just hit a great shot over the pin, ball's landed in the middle of the green and just trickled off over the back. So we've now got, even though we're only about 2-3 yards off the green, a really difficult shot. You see the grass is really thick here around a lot of the fringes at Hexham, so we've got a lot of thick grass surrounding the ball. It's very hard to get into the back of the ball. So the big mistake a lot of people make here is they'll chip with their normal club, they'll chip with their 9-iron pitching wedge, the club that they always chip with. Very simply, that isn't going to work well. Chipping onto a really fast, firm green out of a lie that's sitting down when you haven't got much loft, that's just going to, the ball's going to come out with a lot of top spin because there's so much grass trapped between the club face and the ball that, you know, the ball will just land on the green and just fly over the back of the green. We need some height to be able to land the ball, to keep the ball on the green. So you're not going to get that height with a 9-iron or a pitching wedge. So I've got my 60-degree lob wedge. You could use a sand wedge, but again, just make sure there's not too much bounce on the club. So we've got to be able to try and get under the ball here. Okay, so I'm going to use my 60-degree lob wedge and almost play it like a bunker shot and try and get some height on the shot, so it lands soft and will release out to the hole. If it's coming in too low and too fast with top spin, there's no way we're going to keep this on the green. Okay, so with my setup, I'm just going to open my face slightly. The ball's really sitting down, so I've got to have quite a steep angle of attack. So open the face, I'm just gripping down on the club a bit, and I'm just going to rehearse an action where I feel like I'm hinging my wrists and then just hitting down on the ball. But the key thing is that I make sure I follow through. I've got to make sure that I'm accelerating into the ball. If I decelerate at all into this thick grass, because it's so thick, it will just completely stop the club and cause us to probably duff it and the ball won't come out. So I've got to commit to accelerating and keeping a nice smooth acceleration right throughout the shot. So my practice swings are really important. I'm going to do 3 or 4 good practice swings where I feel I'm hitting down on it but also releasing right the way through. So open the face slightly, 1, 2, 3. When I come to hit this shot, I'm going to make sure that my club releases through to the same position that I've just rehearsed. I'm not going to worry about where the ball is going to go. So open face, quite a steep wrist break, and then swing through. The ball comes out nice and high, nice and soft, and releases out to the hole. So it's a brave shot, but we've got to kind of, again, through practice, try to get comfortable with that shot. It definitely doesn't work with a 9-iron. So try to get used to chipping with more loft when the ball's sitting down and have a little bit of commitment, and I promise you'll get much better results.